Hey folks, Positive Paul. And I guess at some point you need to offer up something worthwhile. Specifically if you're a God-fearing Christian and you're trying to help spread the gospel. While all the meanwhile, you're being mocked. Oh yeah, Jesus, I know all about it. I need to go to work and make money, and we'll just wait and see. I can't be bothered by all this. But yet you do try to do your best. And trust me, I'm not done bitching and moaning. We'll get back to that, don't worry. So I'll try to offer up something that I believe. I think I'm pretty spot on with this one. And when you come to Job, Job is trying to respond to his backstabbing buddies by saying, hey, look, it's futile to try to argue with God. And he goes down the whole list of why you can't contend with God. It's impossible. And what happens is when you're in chapter 9 of Job, you come down to verse 9, Job says, which maketh Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the chambers of the south. Now, I believe the chambers of the south are Antarctica. Now look, we know all about the Nazis, that they amscrayed well before May Day, a lot of them, and they took their technology and went down to South America, Antarctica. But furthermore, I believe this is where these tall Nordic whites are hanging out. And, this isn't some new revelation. You've heard this, from other individuals. But they don't know about the chambers of the south. They don't understand scripture. And the point is as I stated, Job is telling his backstabbing buddies, hey, look, God, this is what he has done. This is what he's capable of. So good luck trying to go up against him. So I wanted to throw that out there, and I could add more, but I want to get to something else. And this I have gone over 1,000,000 times as it relates to the frauds and phonies. They think they're tied into these higher dimensional spiritual beings, that they're so much more highly involved. Their consciousness is just so more highly involved than us dumb humans. And maybe that's so for some of them. But see, the ones that the phonies and frauds are hanging out with, if you went to Deuteronomy chapter 18, and this guidance, these instructions are for the Levites in order to pass along to the rest of the Israelites on who not to be hanging out with. So we know these satanic rituals play a part in these individuals. And as we come to Deuteronomy chapter 18, we are in verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire. Now they were told this way back in Leviticus about, Moloch. And obviously, for some reason, these Israelites, they get, caught up with the Hocus Pocus tune or mesmerized. But it goes on further. Or that useth divination, or an observer of times. Now these are these satanic rituals with these observer of times, and they can look into the future, or maybe it's time travel. Who knows, folks? But as we continue, or an enchanter or a witch. So look, all these individuals were in business back then, folks, all right? And to make matters worse, it even goes on further, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard or a necromancer. For all these that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doeth drive them out. Now, this is the part they hate. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observer of times, and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee to do so. Now, they don't want the Israelites to be mesmerized with the hocus pocus. Now, what I want to show you is look, these phonies, specifically James Gilligan up at East City and his cadre of Cupid dolls. I don't know where he digs up all these women that, again, they're all in touch with these higher dimensional beings, folks. They're sitting down with the Palladians, the Orion Council of Light. They're talking to the Andromedans. How's this happen, folks? They obviously don't understand about Deuteronomy chapter 18 or Leviticus 19 or Genesis chapter 35, put away your strange gods. So what happens is their whole act is, you would call them charmers, because they act all charming, right? They speak very, low tones, well spoken, very rarely will show any emotion, right? Because let's say you're being stalked by Uncle Carl and George Bush's goon squads, and you have the CIA and FBI camped out down here in Rosarito Beach, Mexico, lying to the Mexicans, buying off whoever they can to stymie my testimony. Well, who do you think they're hanging out with, folks? Okay? But they don't know about the targeting, do they, folks? They're sitting in nice cushy homes with big bank accounts. How's that work, folks? Boy, I must have did something wrong. So what happens is they have their act. And like I said, their presentation, it stays the same. Because the people that are really suffering, satanic ritual abuse survivors, MK Ultra survivors, and if you're a younger person, whatever you think is being done to you, and trust me, it's not this R&M supercomputer. I keep saying this for years now. Yes, they've got something like that, but what can it really do? This fucking R&M supercomputer doesn't do shit to me. I'm loaded down with implants. That's the best they could do. Rape, torture, electrocute me as a kid to slow me down. And then they had to let me be, because I guarantee you, bad luck for everybody that got involved with me from day one concerning all this Mickey Mouse satanic business. As usual, folks. So what we're going to do is, and you get the gist. See, now I'm getting aggravated. I don't know where he comes up with these androids, these robotoids, these Cupid dolls, all right? But they're all go up and hang out at Mount Adams, where all the UFOs are, folks. Now, if Hollywood can make a very well-produced movie with all the bells and whistles, and they can create whatever they want, right, on film, is it possible that, let's say we'll pick any location. Mount Adams seems to be a good location. Maybe it's on a geomagnetic ley line. That could be one reason. But do you notice how James is like literally the only one? And notice what I tell you about the UFO thing. Again, the news reports, nothing. It mounted to a hill of beans because they know they're a bunch of lazy, lying lizards. Now, what do I tell you? When everything in the picture is just fine, but the individual is all screwed up, electromagnetic distortion, aka shapeshifting, you know you've got a problem, Houston. Now, for you freaks out there that don't understand that these jokers, and this is what the edge of one of the Edge of Wonder boys right here. Look, take a good look, folks. All right. Do you think they know about Deuteronomy chapter 18? Or are they talking with the Palladians? Look at her hand. Again, look at the background, the trees, everything, the seats. But these screwballs can't get it together. I want to go back. Where was this? Okay, yeah, check out his eye right here, man. Look at that. See, they want to pretend to be me and these other dead children. And I know there's other people that were in my position, but I don't know. I guess they're so beat down that they can't even get on the internet and give a properly documented targeting scenario, folks, as it relates to satanic ritual abuse, as it relates to MK Ultra back in the 60s. And yes, you know what? A lot of people suffered before me. And trust me, these children are going to be redeemed. This is what this is about, folks. And see, what they want to do is say, oh, yeah, white hats, Q, Trump, oh, yeah, cleaning up the pedophile rings, these assholes. Not a damn thing got done. More lip service. Get it through your thick heads. These freaks. These freaks. Again. Oh, real cute. Real cute. Oh, real cute. Real cute. I like that, man. Imagine meeting him on a street in a dark alley somewhere. Now look, this freak, he's looking at his hand saying, oh my God, look at my hand. What the hell? And he's going, what happened to your face? What happened to your face there, Susie Chapstick, you android? Yeah, cover your face, you freak. Yeah, that's right. Pick your nose, too. Yeah, that's right. Jesus is up there, and he's coming down here to put you all out of business. Get it through your thick heads. Oh, yeah. Remember the electromagnetic distortion and the cartoon type effect? These freaks. Yeah, real funny. Real funny. Now, here he is. Gilligan. Sitting down with the Palladians, Orion Council of Light. Oh, cleaning up the draconian grid. James says, oh, just, heal all your unseen negative influences from the past. Hey, James, I'm going to tell you something, buddy. The baby boomers, the greatest generation, sold us all out. And what? Oh, okay, near death. Yeah, don't worry, death is coming, buddy boy. And I don't think you're going to be going up. Talking to Jesus, talking to... Where's your Crocodile Dundee? I haven't seen him in a while. Where is he? Oh, real cute, James. I like that. Can you show us that trick, James? See what I tell you about grasping the hand. These freaks. Yeah, they know their day is over, but they're still in control, folks, of this satanic Babylonian usury system that we're all enslaved to. And I took myself out of the world. I've been walking around flat broke for well over a decade. And just so you know, on a lighter note, I use my new Bible that one of you good folk who had donated a gift card to me, I was able to get a new Bible. So I'm stoked on that. Thank you. God bless all the good folk out there. I know there's good Americans. So remember, folks, I don't put you all in the same basket. But see, James, he'll never learn. He don't get it. That positive Paul ain't going away. And I am on the case, James, all right? But see, you erased my comments years ago. And you've been saying that you stick to your script. You say the exact same thing as you were saying in 2016. Oh, the draconian grid's getting cleaned up. Trump's coming in, and the white hats and Q, and yeah, okay. But see, here's what James can't show you. Here's what James. Oh, you know what? I want to go back. I want to beat up on Alex for a minute or two. Blubber Boy, Baby Jabba the Hutt. Boy, Alex, man, you're gonna be on fire soon, dude. Sitting in your little cushy palace down there in Austin. All your money you got from George Bush. Yeah, you didn't fool me when you was in 1994. You went to disrupt Bush's little shindig there, and you got carted off in handcuffs. Right? They have these signature events, folks, that propels them into the conspiracy theory realm. And yeah, you spit on Bill Cooper. And yeah, maybe Bill Cooper, who knows what his deal was. But I tell you what, he seemed a lot better than you. He cared about his fellow Americans. And you talk a good game, but you're hanging around with all phonies because you're a fraud too, Alex. Now, what do I tell you about the Draco? Look at the Draco that hangs out in my tree right there up in where my hovel is. And look at Alex. Oh man, this is just so bad, people. And this is just from the other day. Oh man, Alex. You freak. Yeah, look at you. You freak of nature. Remember, folks, the hybrids. All right, post World War II hybrid breeding program. All right, they started out. Yeah, they created all these rock stars. Right, it's sound, it's vibration. Boy, they figured out that part. And these poor saps, man, from the '60s, that are a generation ahead of me, man, they got sucked into all that. Crazy, right, folks? So let's do the capper right here. This is from yesterday. June 27th, 2021. All right, all you fucking freaks. You see that? They fucking lit me up yesterday because they did something they can't turn back from. I was sick for a good hour. Headache, head and ear, pulsating, but it's a big fucking joke. You think it's a joke that there is no tribulation. There is no tribulation, is there, folks? Yeah, well, get ready because it's coming.